Hey everyone, it's Sing. With pre-patch likely releasing sometime this month, I'm sure a lot of people are getting ready to level their Alliance Shamans or Horde Paladins. Especially if you're re-rolling to one as your new main, like I am, you're probably going to want to level as fast as you possibly can. To achieve this, one of the most important things to set up ahead of time is a quality set of leveling gear. Since I'll be playing a shaman and leveling the old-fashioned way, by questing and running dungeons, this is extremely important if I want to level quickly. That's right, I won't be boosting whatsoever. I was originally intending to get boosted by my guildies, but I'm now planning on recording my leveling journey for you guys, and nobody is going to want to watch me sit motionless in Maradon for hours. Anyway, I spent a decent amount of time sorting through the auction house to put together the most comprehensive set of gear I could manage. This includes upgrades for every gear slot, approximately every 5 levels, provided I could get meaningful upgrades for a decent price. I made sure to stock up on leather gear from levels 1 to 39, and then mail gear from 40 onwards. I'm planning on leveling as enhancement and then switching to resto as a near level cap, so a lot of my early to mid gear values strength and agility over other stats. As I get to higher gear levels though, I value intellect a lot more. I made this spreadsheet to keep track of all of the gear that I stockpiled, and it was honestly super helpful in putting together my set. As you can see, I have a pretty good balance of upgrades for each slot. The top part shows the different stats on each item, while the bottom part shows exactly which pieces are upgraded at each level. Everything is color-coded to make it easier to understand. You might notice that I have a healthy amount of blues and purples. I didn't actually buy everything in this leveling set. Some of it I got as random drops while farming gold on my main, running dungeons, etc. Because you're probably curious, the epic pieces I have in this set are Ice Mill Jerkin, Wall of the Dead, Stone Render Gauntlets, Hammer of the Northern Wind, Hide of the Wild, and Corehound Belt. The first 3 I actually got as drops. I bought the hammer for 25 gold, and then with guild mats supplied for the cloak and belt, I probably spent no more than 120 gold on those 2. Some other fantastic blues I either got from drops or had crafted are Belt of the Gladiator, 6 Demon Bag, Uther Strength, Axe of Rinji, Living Shoulders, and Spitfire Bracers. Something else you might have picked up on is that I only have one offhand weapon in this set, which I actually only got from doing coffer runs, and figured I might as well keep it. Yes, I am aware that enhancement will be getting dual wielding in pre-patch, and dual wielding is technically going to be faster for leveling, but I just really enjoy using shields. I also generally think that the extra survivability is going to be very valuable for solo leveling. In total, I spent around 440 gold out of pocket for this leveling set, which includes mats for Hide of the Wild and Corehound Belt. The set contains 117 different pieces of gear and almost entirely fills up a single character with all 14 slot bags, including 2 bank slots. All of the gear on my storage tune is organized by level, so it'll be very easy for me to pick out pieces as I unlock them. I honestly got a lot of great value from knowing ahead of time that I was going to be playing a shaman, so I was able to save some of the nice drops I've gotten in the past few months. If I didn't have as much time to prepare, my set would have been a lot weaker, or it would have cost me a lot more money. Now, I definitely could have perfected this set a bit more, but to a certain extent it doesn't matter all that much. While I do care about having frequent upgrades and prioritized stats, it really doesn't have to be perfect, since I'll be replacing pieces pretty often. What I don't want to do is break my bank before TBC actually releases, and then not be able to afford epic flying or mats for my previous gear. If you're interested in putting together a leveling set for yourself, it's not too late, although you want to do it as soon as possible before pre-patch hits and prices skyrocket. It's really not too hard, and honestly, I found it pretty enjoyable. All you need to do is sort for each kind of slot you're trying to fill, and then purchase one item every 5 levels or so. I imagine people needing leveling sets will mostly be new shamans and paladins, so don't forget to switch from leather to mail for shamans and mail to plate for paladins at around level 40. Now for a few tips that I discovered while putting together my set. First, don't be afraid to spend a little bit more money on a really great piece that is going to last you for a while, or even until level 60. Something that won't be easily replaced is definitely worth shelling out for. A few of the pieces I picked up for the 50 to 60 level range, I paid up to around 20 gold a piece for. Second, don't worry about having gaps in your kit for certain items if you've scored a really great one. Some items are just so good that you're simply not going to be able to find a better replacement for it for a decent price. Third, some slots are just hard to find good pieces for reasonable prices. These include high-level necks, cloaks, weapons, and rings. You may not be able to find really killer pieces for these slots at high levels, and that's okay. Just do your best with it. Fourth, as you're nearing level 40 for your armor type switch, you may find that there's a really fantastic piece that's just under level 40 and of your new armor type. For me, this would mean finding something like a mail chest piece at level 38. As a shaman, I obviously can't wear that mail piece at level 38, but if it's better than anything else I can find around level 40, it's worth buying that level 38 piece and saving it for when I can wear mail. Just keep this in mind when searching for your pieces. And finally, the choice of BOE trinkets is really just not good. There are probably like 5 or so BOE trinkets that would even be worthwhile to pick up, and that's really only if you can get them at a fair price. These include Uther's Strength, 6 Demon Bag, Ankh of Life, Cold Basilisk Eye, and Lifestone. Those are what I typically see on my service auction house anyway. So yeah, they're not great, but better than nothing, I suppose. Personally, I went ahead and bought Cold Basilisk Eye for 6 gold because I think it could definitely have its uses out in the open world. I also got Uther's Strength and 6 Demon Bag from BRD coffer runs, so lucky me I guess. If you can manage to snag a Lifestone for less than 30 gold, I'd say that's worth it, but good luck with that. So that was my Alliance Shaman pre-patch leveling gear. Hopefully some of this was helpful to you guys, and if not, I hope it was at least entertaining. If you have any tips or questions you'd like to share, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer everyone that I can. Also, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to help support the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.